Hello friends, I am extremely privileged to announce you that today I am sitting with Dr. Pavan Gabra, an AIIMS intern who has scored rank 5 in recently conducted November AIIMS 2018 exam. Heartiest congratulations, Pavan.
Thanks a lot, sir.
So how are you feeling?
The news has not yet sunk in, so I think it will take time. The happiness is gradually increasing.
Okay, so I remember when you attended our test and discussion, and mine was the earlier classes. So I spotted you and I knew that you will score a very good rank. So can you please tell to our viewers that we were talking back and you told us that you started pretty early. So can you just tell us that what is the advantage that a student has if he starts early, or what is your journey for this PG entrance exam when you became serious, and how DBMCI helped you in achieving your dream?
I really think that if you begin early, it is obvious that you will start spotting your mistakes early. So you will know where you need to improve. Towards the end, all of your preparation is and must rightly be focused. In the beginning, you can explore various horizons. You can know what way suits you, what way of reading suits you. Moreover, if you begin making notes early, you will get to know like what content of the textbook comes into the notes, and by that you can extrapolate that this type of content is what is required for entrance examination. That way, even while reading for your MBBS and Prof exams, you will be able to cover the textbooks as per your entrance examination. If you begin late, then that opportunity is lost. And I do not think that the strict competition and the hectic workload during internship permits you enough opportunity to go through your textbooks again as far as the entrance preparation is concerned. So I think I do not think that Prof exams really matter in today's scenario. I think it is just like our school exams in 11th and 12th, which you have to pass, and you have to mainly focus on the PMT, as most of the medicos would know. Similarly, here also you have to mainly focus on the PG examination.
Yeah, I always tell to the student that 4 years, 5 years down the line, nobody will ask you that how much marks you have scored in pharmacology, or
exactly,
how much marks
sir,
you have scored
I could not agree with you more.
in ENT, but your branch or your rank will always remain with you. At least your branch of the PG will always remain with you.
I was never in top 10 in my Prof examinations in any of the Profs. So I could say that all over India I scored better than within 72 students of my college.
Yeah. So I can relate to that, because even I was never a topper of my batch, because my goal was also very clear that I have to crack the exam, and I know that that was my dream and that was my goal, which I have to achieve.
I would like to add upon this that there would be many sincere students who would feel that I used to score well in college, in school I used to top there. Now in college I am not able to top. Have I lost my mojo? Have I lost my spirit? But you should always have faith in yourself. I think the key to AIR 5, after staying in a competitive environment in AIIMS, where I never figured in top 10, was that I had faith in myself. If I would have been depressed and thought that UG rank was a one-shot thing, I do not have any talent of myself, then I do not think I would have gotten AIR 5.
Yeah. So Pavan, you were a regular TND student, and so how do you think that DBMCI, that there are so many institutes which are available, and we know that over a period of time there is sometimes students join more than one institute also. So what do you think that how DBMCI score over others, and what was your journey, that how do you think that DBM has helped you in achieving the dream? Though I believe that as a topper, that an institute plays a slightly minor role in comparison to the student who need more guidance, but still I feel that the kind of orientation that you require, or an add-on kind of thing. So can you just put on some words that how DBMCI has helped you in this?
I think the first thing is that it helps you get a clear path of what you should do in the last year of internship. You know, internship is the preparation during internship does not permit you much time for experimentation, and you need to be following tried and tested methods. And I think DBMCI is one of the most tried and tested things. Most of our seniors recommend DBMCI TND, and the extra points which you need, I think they come up very well during DBMCI. It is its discussion is one of the most high yield lectures or high yield time which you can spend. The time you spend after the test is, I think, after giving the test, that time spent is a time well spent. It is not 9 hours of discussion. Even for your correct questions, you might understand a different perspective as to, you might develop lateral thinking as to what could be the various variations of that question. And I really think that it is all about getting those extra points which you will not find in the books. So I think the best advantage is that it gives you a clear path to follow if you are a person who really needs someone to guide them, to help you make a plan. And other thing is that you will get various add-on points, and your TND notes in itself will be a complete revision material. So that is
Any special faculty that you want to mention in DBMCI that you think that has helped you?
First of all, Rajat sir, and I think pathology faculty also was really good.
Okay. Any first year subject, final year subject, any other that you want to
I
mention?
think the major advantage as far as AIIMS is concerned is that DBMCI covers first and second year subjects very well, and that is what most of the interns who are expected to be clinically oriented help get advantage in, because it is the basic sciences which ultimately, unfortunately, becomes a deficiency in an intern who is working in a clinical environment.
Okay. Last year we started a new initiative by the name of Champion Live Test Series, where we are conducting monthly simulated exams at every center at Pan India level. So you were a part of that. So
Yes,
how was your journey with the CLTS, and what do you tell it to our viewers that how it was useful for you?
I think CLTS has dual advantages. I think three advantages, triple advantages. Firstly, it gives you a clear understanding of how the exam environment would be, and I think it is going to improve in the coming time. Secondly, I think it acts as a safety net for those who have begun missing the test and discussion series, because we are all humans. It is very difficult to attend each and every TND. Because our postings are such. So if you happen to miss it, then you can give the CLTS and understand what subjects are lacking, and you could begin focusing on that. So it in a way helps you give a direction. Secondly, for those who are already who have a faster pace than the TND itself, it helps you accelerate, because now you have covered subjects, you are ahead of the TND and you need something else to do. So how should you guide your studying? I think that is what I did. Towards the end of my preparation, I was ahead of the TND, so I decided to jump to CLTS and began revising those subjects in which I was making the maximum number of absolute mistakes, like the absolute number of mistakes, not the percentage of mistakes in a given subject. So that gave me a clear understanding ki what subject, focusing on which subject is going to actually help me.
Okay. So do you think that it is a useful product that we started, and a student who is on a right track should get benefited from that?
I think both students who are on the right track and who are missing the TND, for both of them it is beneficial in one way or the other.
Okay, and so we'll talk about video in a while, but what about the image? Now we know that even in the AIIMS and even in the NEET, we get lots of image-based questions. So did you attend our vibe session that we conduct for the students?
Yes, sir.
So how did you like it? Do you think that it was worth, and were you able to relate to the images that were shown?
Definitely, Vibe had an advantage of showing images not only which were common but also uncommon ones. And it is not only these image-based sessions are not only about the images but about the topic related to the images. So they actually act as a safety net, like you do not make a blunder in the examination by missing very simple topics. So I think even for toppers it is a good idea to attend it, so that you do not miss out on the very simple topics which we all humans may miss sometime.
Yeah, just for our viewers, there were a lot of image-based questions that were there in the AIIMS exam that were the direct repeat from the vibe session that was conducted by the DBMCI. Now, one question that what has happened in this year AIIMS exam is the new introduction of video-based question, and we are getting a lot of queries that this new video-based questions. What was your take on those video-based questions when you saw those video-based questions for the first time? And now, if something of that sort happens in NEET, what is your advice to the students?
The video-based questions, as far as this exam was concerned, I do not think that they made a significant difference because they were as much a surprise for me as much for others. So the biggest thing to understand is that whenever there is a surprise punch thrown at you, you should understand that it is the same for everyone and you should not get tense during the examination. So I think in the coming time the workload for the students will increase. They'll have to change their approach and go more online rather than pen and paper.
Okay. Once again, congratulations, Pavan, for the wonderful achievement, and may you achieve much more success in the future.
Thanks a lot, sir.